A sister asked the question that how do I make up for the prayers that I have missed whilst traveling? Once I have returned to my home city, do I shorten the prayer or offer the complete 4 rakahs? So regarding this, remember in the Hanafi school, the i'tibar is of the place where you actually missed the prayer. You consider that place where you missed the prayer, not where you're performing the qada prayer. So if you missed your prayer whilst traveling and now you've returned back to your residence and you want to perform the qada prayer, even though you are no longer a musafir, you're not a traveler now, but you will still perform your qasr prayer. You will shorten your qada prayer. You see, because in the Hanafi school, the place where you missed the prayer is considered. For example, as a traveler, you missed your Dhuhr prayer. You returned home at night time and now you want to offer your qada prayer. You will now offer 2 rakahs, not 4. Why? Because you will consider the place where you missed the prayer. In the Hanafi school, the i'tibar is of the place where you missed the prayer, not where you're performing the qada prayer. Since you were a traveler and whilst traveling you were supposed to pray 2 rakahs, you were supposed to pray qasr. So now at home you will not consider your present state that now that you are a resident and you should offer 4 rakahs. No, you will offer 2 rakahs to make up for the prayer that you missed as a traveler. Similarly, if you missed your Dhuhr prayer or your Asr prayer or your Isha prayer in your hometown, as a resident in your home city, and then you become a musafir, you travel to another city, and you want to make up for the prayers that you have missed when you were a resident, when you were a muqim in your home city. Now in this situation, what will you do? Will you shorten your prayer? Or will you offer the complete 4 rakahs? Would you consider your present state, your present situation? That since you're a traveler now and you should make up for the prayers that you missed in your home city as 2 rakahs because presently you're a musafir, you're a traveler. No, if you're a Hanafi, then remember the i'tibar is of the place where you missed the prayer. You consider that place where the prayer was missed. Since you're performing the prayer that you missed at home, you will offer 4 rakahs. Does that make sense? If you missed your salah whilst you were traveling and you're performing that qada prayer at home, you will shorten your prayer, you will offer 2 rakahs. And if you missed your prayer as a muqim, as a resident in your home city, and you're performing that qada prayer whilst traveling, then you will offer the complete 4 rakahs. You will not shorten your prayer. Now this is the position held in the Hanafi school. So if you're a Hanafi, then you must follow this position. And this is also the position of the Maliki school. So according to the Hanafis and the Malikis, this rukhsa, this special dispensation that is given to a traveler, the rukhsa of qasr, this is due to safar. And since you are making up for that prayer which you missed as a traveler, the rukhsa in that particular prayer is still present even though presently you're not a musafir, you're no longer a traveler. So they say that وَهِيَ مَوْجُودَةٌ عِنْدَ قَضَائِهَا. That rukhsa, that special dispensation is still present whilst you're performing the qada prayer. Whereas according to the Shafi school and the Hanbali school, they took the position that if the traveler missed the prayer and performs the qada as a resident, as a muqim, one must perform the complete 4 rakahs. This is the Shafi and the Hanbali madhab. And according to the Shafis, if the resident missed the prayer and wants to perform the qada of that missed prayer whilst traveling, then according to the Shafi school, this musafir will perform 4 rakahs. This is the difference. So the Shafi in this situation will not be permitted to shorten his prayer. Now once you have fully understood the hukum shari, remember it is of utmost importance that we don't only perform the qada prayer, but also beg Allah for forgiveness because we've committed a major sin. Remember this qada, to perform the unperformed prayers, to perform the missed prayers, to make up for those prayers. This is only to repay the debt owed to Allah Jalla wa Ala. We have to sincerely repent and make tawbah for the sin that we've committed by missing the prayer. That's a major sin. So with performing the qada prayer, we must also beg Allah Jalla wa Ala. We must make dua, ask Allah to forgive our sin, and sincerely repent to Allah Jalla wa Ala with the 4 conditions of tawbah, 4 prerequisites of tawbah. I've discussed that in detail in my previous lectures. We must beseech Allah Jalla wa Ala, shedding tears. Oh Allah, I've committed this sin, and Ya Allah, I accept that it is a sin, and I'm ashamed of myself, I'm remorseful, Ya Allah, and I only make this tawbah for your sake, for your pleasure, out of your fear, with the fear of the punishments and the accountability in the hereafter, and with the firm intention that with your help, Ya Allah, I will never commit this sin again. And additionally, you can say that as recommended in the hadith, that, oh Allah, I believe that you are Dhu Qudra, you have the power of forgiving me. I believe that you will forgive a sinful person like me. Ya Allah, with this belief, I ask you to forgive me. And ask Allah that with His infinite mercy, convert this qada into adha. And this procedure should be repeated. This tawbah should be done every time a person missed their prayer out of negligence or without a valid reason. Whenever you make up for the missed prayers, we must make tawbah alongside. Remember, making a sincere tawbah is as important as performing the qada prayers of the past.